That's not bad.
You can always add more to a painting, but you need to realize that the painting's already been done.
Like, at what day and moment was I just like, I'm not doing this anymore?
Right. Might be
I
time
wish
to
I
make
could go
another
back and
intro.
kick that son of a bitch in the dick.
Whatever somebody's going
I
through,
don't
like
know.
even the little things are things that like progressively get bigger. Like,
Reminds me of like the Avengers.
there's
I know.
there's ways around it. There's ways.
It
to
almost never
go
gets
through
old.
It.
I
It
like
really
It's
is.
pretty cool.
It's so intense, gets you like,
Everything has a consequence.
kind of reminds me like one of the
Everything
seminars you might have been going
changes.
to.
Yeah.
Get you all
Every
fucking pumped
decision
up.
that you make. This is me versus
And
me.
then that point, me trying to be serious, that's a joke. No, I'm kidding. That's fucking cool. Well, I'm really fucking excited to talk to you now about everything that you've been thinking about doing, man. One of the things I was thinking about, I wanted to tell you when you came back, because of like all the steps that you take to try and be successful within yourself and within your career, man. I wanted to share with you that it's been really inspiring to be able to fucking talk to you over the last couple of times that we have. Your energy really brings like the want and the drive to the table, and it's inspiring. So I'm glad to see that you want to do more with it.
Oh yeah, hey, no problem, man. Thank you for having me back over here. And it's a lot of my success is I haven't hit the goals I want to hit. Right. I had a lot of failures in 2024, and I didn't hit my goals. So I'm like, damn. But I have really good mentors and people around me where they're like, all right, let's get back to work. You gotta. If you want to hit your goals that you want and the stuff that you want to, succeed in life and stuff, you got to pick yourself back up and and go at it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But I'm always around, and I listen to a lot of stuff, man. Like my algorithm, what's it called?
Algorithm.
That. Sorry, my little Mexican, it's coming out.
You're good. You're
Yeah,
good.
but it's full of positive stuff, So it's full of positive stuff where there's people from all walks of life that I've learned, like from David Goggins to Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
To all these successful people that I've gone through, and even to people that they're not famous, but I hear a story, they did a video and you're like, wow, it's life-changing stuff,
Well, dude, and that's the one thing that I've learned, and it's not easy. I sit here and talk about, being inspired and being about everything that you're talking about, and I realized the other day that it's definitely not, like, easy, and it doesn't end, by the way. Just because you get over one speed bump doesn't mean, like, that's the end. Your success is perceived how you perceive it.
Yeah.
Right after one speed bump, dude, there's going to be the next, and that's going to be your next hurdle. That's not a bad thing. It just means that you're getting over it. You're doing shit you need to be doing. But famous or not, dude, when you hear people that are inspired and driven, the level of immersion that you expose yourself to is like super important, dude. You have to keep your energy out there, and you have to manifest this stuff in your head and like physically,
Yeah.
And if you're all about it, dude, then there's no doubt.
Yeah, I'll give you an example, man. It's something that I've been having issues for a long time. It's my weight.
Yeah.
Last year I didn't hit the weight goal I wanted to hit. I get distracted and didn't have the discipline where I needed to be at so I can hit the goals. Right. I feel like every time I lose 10 pounds, and then out of nowhere I gain 20, and then it's like, you're hiking the Grand Canyon and you're at the top and like shit, you fall and you're like 2 miles down,
Yeah.
Like, that's how I feel, but
It can be defeating, dude.
it can be, yeah, oh my God, trust me, I know people that they be trying to lose weight and then they quit and they're like, fuck this, I'm not gonna do it ever again, but for me is I've lost 100, like I told you in the past, I have lost 120 pounds. Gain some back and then lose some more, and then I lost 150 pounds and then gain some, and then boom, I jump. I'm in my heavy. I'm gonna say right now, I'm at my heaviest ever. I'm at 445 pounds or something like that, 450, something like that. I've never been this big, never, and I can feel it, And I was like,
Yeah.
And I signed up for a boxing class.
Oh, that's dope.
It was a couple of months ago, but I signed up for that, and it's like one of those cardio classes and stuff like that, because I know they work.
Boxing offers one of the most available cardio.
And I told myself I was gonna start in January, but I freaking got distracted and all kinds of stuff in life happened.
Yeah.
But you know, and more stuff happened recently. Right before my trip to Reno, like my grandfather passed away.
Oof.
So now I'm on Monday. I have to go again. I have to go travel again to San Jose, California,
Yeah.
to go to the funeral. And I know my mom's side of the family, they're all freaking crazy. So I gotta see what's gonna happen. You know, when there's alcohol involved, and that side of the family is like shit, something's gonna pop up. You know, but
This kind of stuff weighs heavy, dude.
yeah, well, yeah, it does. You know, so
it consumes your head.
yeah, so I need something very difficult for me to experience, like physically. Like that's why I joined wanted to join that boxing. To me to do that, and I told myself I'm gonna do it 3 days a week, and then the other days I'm gonna do weightlifting. I really need to do something very difficult for me to be okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the business with the insurance, my son's mother, you know, and like we broke up, you know, like we separated and stuff like that, but we're okay. That right there, it's fine, you know, but still not seeing my son on a daily basis. Also,
Yeah. That shit's hard too.
It's hard. So for me now, I'm thinking I need to become the Jose that I was a couple of years ago, but in a better version, you know. So when I first lost 150 pounds, I was at a whole nother level, man. Like the Jose that you see now, like inspiring, is like that. I was like Tony Robbins back then, man. Like I was like a whole nother thing.
I couldn't imagine. You're pretty good right now, man.
But I need to be that guy, but and this time now, but it's gonna be a different version just because I'm more mature now.
You've grown.
I've grown a
A
lot.
lot of growing, dude.
So by me going and doing something really difficult, and I don't know if you ever heard of people that, you know, in order for you to be sane, you have to do a lot of crazy stuff to kind of mellow you out, you know.
Yeah. No.
And so I need to do that, right? So I need to do that for me to become the version I want to, because one thing that I've learned in business and me being around a lot of successful people, and especially this week where I was in Reno for the work conference I was at, being healthy, like in a physical, like not saying you be all cut and all like, you know, all big and stuff like that, but
Just feel okay.
feel
about
good,
yourself.
right? When you can walk, you know, 2-3 miles and without getting winded and stuff like that, that's where, you know, you feel a little bit healthy, right?
Right.
What I've learned is keeping your health number one above everything, even your family, your kids, and everything, because your health is first. And then, you know, and it all depends also too on like what you know, like health, family, business, just like that. So for me, what I'm seeing is health, business, meaning so business is gonna provide me the money I need to take care of my family, and then everything else falls down from there, right? So I gotta make sure I'm good, you know. And so my mind this whole week has been all over the place. I gotta become better, you know.
Dude, it is super crazy. Like, the idea of like as a man, feeling better about yourself, like brings about a different fucking level of like confidence to the things you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
Not necessarily just to the world and to the people in it, but it almost like brings yourself to this fucking new level of like you feel stronger mentally, like, and it's fucking crazy how that balance works.
So I've listened to this one guy. I can't remember who it was. It was probably some crazy ass MMA fighter. No, what was it?
Some crazy ass.
I think it was his name is Tim Kennedy. I think he's a Navy SEAL, active Navy SEAL, but he's also a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
And it says if you can walk into a room and you man up everybody, let's say like you're the strongest, whatever, like you can mess everybody up in there. Okay, you're good, you know? It's like one of those things like, I mean, that's a little above, you know, a little out there, but
yeah, but
to kind of like say, okay, if something pops up here, you know, I can take care of myself, you know?
There's definitely something to being comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah.
All the way around, dude.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's a fucking great feeling, you know?
Oh, yeah, it's the most amazing feeling, you know, like feeling that, like you say, you know, something happens, you know, you're good, you know? So, but yeah, for a man to feel at 100%, you know, not a lot of men can say they feel like that, you know.
And
like,
what's even funnier, dude, is like when you get, I know me personally, when I've gotten closer to that point, when I feel better about myself, that thought really, honestly, I'm so like comfortable within myself that I don't even really think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I can just carry myself in a manner that like I feel good about just about any situation I'm about to put myself in.
Oh yeah, same here, you know, but I feel like when I first like lost that 150 pounds, like I hit Super Saiyan level, you know, like that's how I felt, you know, that's how I felt, you know, but it's shit. Life happens,
life happens.
I just
yeah.
literally say life happens. Got to read more. Got to be around more people that you want to surround yourself that you want to be like, right?
Yep.
I have some really amazing people where I work at that I've learned a lot about life. And also friends outside of work. Some friends from my car club that I've talked to, and like they're like, dude, we're like, we want to make sure you're good. I'm like, so. For friends to talk like that, it's like it's rare, Like
It's cheesy for me to say it like this, but like when people say stuff like elevate your company, to me, and I'm sure that means something different to just about everybody.
Yeah.
But like to me, I've come to realize over this last probably like 2 or 3 months, my eyes have been a little bit more open, dude, and in surrounding myself with people who don't necessarily care about the best possible outcome has like been a huge thing for me personally lately. Finding confidence in people, in only a select few people, which is even more bizarre to me, is probably one of the most amazing things I've experienced. And these people, all they want to do is watch you grow and grow with you. And that to me was like, that was a lot, dude. It was literally a life changer.
Oh yeah,
like my path fucking deviated to a fucking better direction, and my mental health because of that was outstandingly better. And learning how to grow and walk this new path is like it's hard, but it's incredible.
At first, it sucks. 'Cause you're like, damn, I just lost a bunch of friends that I thought they were there for me, right?
See, you think that normally somebody would be upset about losing a crowd, but the stuff that the people that have entered my people entered into my life, they made it so easy for me to look back and like all the other people do now in my eyes is I see examples why I don't need to rely on that. And I know that sounds like disrespectful. I still love those people, and I still have them in my life.
Yeah.
But I know where my distance is now, and I'm good with it.
It's there's this saying that and I can try to translate it in Spanish I want you to eat dinner, but not at my table.
Yeah, everybody eats.
Everybody eats, but you're not gonna eat at my table.
Fucking perfect.
Because I have limited seating, right? So by you surrounding yourself by a select few, it could be 2, 3, 4 people, whatever.
That's it.
It could be one person that you just meet and their energy just changes everything from
100%.
It could be something that they say. Hey man, do this. Read this book, or check this movie out. And boom, it changes everything.
And see, with everything that you're trying to accomplish, dude, all the goals that you have, like at some points it feels like you're expecting too much of yourself, right?
Oh my god, yeah.
Trust me, I fuck with that thought all the goddamn time. But it's not how fast you do it; it's the matter of you doing it, And I have to remind myself this all the time. Like, you still have time.
Yeah.
You can slow down a little bit. Just make sure you're making progress. But with all the stuff, you have it too, man. Like, you're trying to be successful in your own right. You're trying to, your mental health, your physical health, all this shit. And you're smart enough to know that you know how to keep yourself in balance because you need challenging shit in your life.
Oh, yeah.
And you need the better people. Dude, these are the keys.
Yeah, exactly.
And accomplishing it is a whole nother level. Not many people are willing to have that discipline. And
and it's difficult now. You hear a lot of people talking about, oh my God, like I just saw something on TikTok, somebody saying, oh, capitalism is killing people because, this girl's like 20 years old and she's taking a bunch of antidepressants and stuff like that. And it's
that
like,
sucks.
And then it's sad.
It is sad.
But don't blame capitalism for that. I know people that went from rags to riches. And they're not, they didn't take antidepressants when they were at the bottom, right? So
I honestly choose to believe that people are more capable than what they give themselves credit for.
Human beings are amazing. They just got to figure out that you're amazing.
And I'm kind of with you, and I think what you're leaning on is like the medication part of things. I think is I don't like it. If I'm being honest with you, like I'm not a fan of pharmaceuticals and the way that they push medication and pills and shit like that. I choose to believe that humans are much more capable within their own discipline than they give themselves credit for.
I'll say this: if you ever give this a try when you're in bed or something like that, do a 30-second breathing session, like heavy breathing section, like just breathing out. Look this guy. I think I told you before about him. His name is Wim Hof. Okay, Wim Hof, WIM HOMOOM. They call him the Iceman. He has this breathing technique where you breathe in and then you let half the breath out and you breathe in again all the way in. You do that for 30 seconds, okay? You do that for those 30 seconds, you know, let's say 5 times a week. That first session, you might pass out because there's so much oxygen going into your body. You will feel freaking amazing. Like, I've learned breathing techniques where, like, you feel like you just took a bunch of drugs and shit. Like,
This is something that I've heard about. I mean, it's cliche, but I listen to him religiously. But Joe talks about there's certain breathing techniques that people can train you into releasing certain levels of dopamine and even as far as DMT.
Yeah.
Through your breathing treatments.
I've done it.
and putting yourself in a different place mentally through these breathing. And
Yeah,
so I believe you, man.
Yeah, because I know Joe Rogan was talking about one of it's called the dragon breath. It's like you breathe in, and you're like it's just like really excessive. And then of course there's a regular meditation type breathing, it's like that. But then also the one I was telling you about Wim Hof, you're able to control your body temperature. You're able to do a lot of stuff with your body. Like if you look him up, like you'll be like, what the F? Like this dude's a whole nother level. But that's like where people don't know how to interact with your body. Like I've experimented with so much stuff. Like I've done Muay Thai kickboxing for about 3 years. I've done MMA. I've done a little bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, not too much. I did a little bit of boxing. I've done CrossFit, a little bit of like bodybuilding work. I've done everything, you know. Like I surrounded myself with a lot. Like I said, I was telling you about. I want to start my podcast. I know a lot of people that. Like, I know bodybuilders and the shit that they were taking to become who they are, you know, and the workouts, me doing a workout with them, just throwing up everywhere, you know, because that shit was intense.
Yeah.
Not able to drive my car because my clutch leg was just freaking, you know, couldn't stop shaking.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, I've learned a lot about a human body doing working out with the bodybuilder.
Well, they take themselves to some crazy fucking places.
Yeah, I've gone closer to God working out with the bodybuilder than anything else.
Oh, you'll borderline see God working out with them.
I no BS, man. Like honestly, like some of the guys that I've known that I work out with, and these guys were monsters. But like, imagine like doing a leg workout that was like 2 hours, 3 hours long, and you're done, and you're like, and even while you're doing some of the workouts, you're blacking out, and I'm not saying it took a while to get to that level, right?
Yeah.
But I can literally say when you're in pain, like you still got more. Like,
It's fucking hard to believe, dude, but you do.
And then I just had a good friend of mine. His name is John. He works for this really badass company out there in Casas. They wrap like supercars and stuff like that. And I saw him a couple of weeks ago.
Shit.
And yeah, he would be a good guy to have on a podcast, but he has this like badass cars in that shop. But
Let's go.
he was telling me that like he never really experienced that level of fatigue, you know, where you're like you throw up. And he's like, I guess he met somebody and they put him through a leg workout, and he's like, now I know what you're talking about when you're like you throw up, because he did leg press with a bunch of reps and added weight and deleted weight. And he ends up like throwing up. And he's like, yeah, like
That's self-exertion, man.
yeah,
It's a level.
And I tell people like, you have to really experience some crazy shit to really have some life-changing stuff, you know.
Not only that, but the perspective you gain after. It's like, now you know how far you can go,
yeah.
whether you like it or not. Mm-hmm. And those guys damn near fucking see God when they're on stage. They're dehydrated, dude.
Oh yeah,
They're
dehydrated.
fucking, they're sunk to nothing because they're dehydrated.
I see them eating freaking rice cakes and that's all they're eating for the rest of the day. And I was like, oh shit, like.
Have you seen that bodybuilder? Well, he's passed away now, but Rich Piana.
Yeah, that dude was a monster, man.
His arm day was 8 hours.
Yeah, that's just too much. He also did take like every freaking steroid on the planet.
He admitted to taking a shit ton of gear, but one of my favorite things about some of the videos that I've seen from him is that he also shut down all of them. He said any motherfucker that wants to get big naturally and any motherfucker that wants to grow, don't fucking take gear. He said eat.
Yeah.
Feed your body the correct shit, and then work out with that. And that was an incredible message coming from a dude that looked like him, because that dude was a monster.
He was right, man. He was 100% right.
He there's so many videos of him eating like shit. He says it. He's like, this rice tastes like shit, and this chicken tastes like shit. But that's that's the discipline you got to have, dude.
Yeah, that's a whole another world that there where a lot of people don't understand.
No,
and they
yeah.
get, and then of course they criticize them because of how they look and stuff like that, and what they're doing to their bodies. But
That level of discipline's incredible, man.
I have a friend. He's 55, 56. He looks in his 30s.
Oh yeah.
Like the dude's ripped. Like he walks around like he's a freaking model and shit, you know. And my respects to him, you know. And he still trains people for shows and stuff. And he taught me a lot. You know, he taught a lot about working out and stuff like that. But to push yourself to go to the next level in life, you know, you really have to go through some shit. You know.
You do, man, and it sucks, but it's super eye opening.
And you know what? We live in the best time right now because even if you're looking to become better, like you want to become better, right? There's a lot of stuff you can look up online.
Dude, yeah. And
I don't understand people that are like, well, I want to do this, but I don't know how to do it.
This is something that, like, this is one of the reasons I beat myself up so much. Because, like, we have zero excuses, dude. You know what I'm saying? If I want to fucking make music, like, this thing will show me anything I need. Not only that, but I can put out anything I need.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to go record at a bar. I can record here. I can learn how to do it here. And I can put it out here. We have zero excuse. If you want to be successful, dog, all you have to do is put in the time.
Exactly. Man.
You are right, dude. This time is the greatest time to be alive.
Like, I can make six figures in my job, but I just haven't put the time. And I'll tell you this. I literally, if I put my head down and get to work, let's say February 1st to the 29th or whatever, 28th, 29th, whatever how many days it has, I can make 10 grand or more. It's just me having the balls to say, all right, Jose, stop being a bitch and let's go talk to some people.
And like this is where like I challenge myself because I understand that what I'm saying and how I'm saying it makes it sound easy. And believe me, it's not fucking easy at all. It's not, what I'm saying is not the easiest thing you're ever going to do. It's going to be one of the hardest things you're ever going to do. But the fact that it's possible, and it's possible with, at the very minimum, all our cell phones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's our minimum resource, and that is a supercomputer.
It literally is, man.
So I'm like, I have zero room for my excuses. All I have to do is fucking do it.
There's literally people that have videos that, oh, you want to do this? This is what you have to do.
Everything, dude.
It's like, okay, well, shit. Like,
I mean, college courses are mitigated by the AI that we have available to us. YouTube can teach me how to play anything I fucking want to play. YouTube can teach me how to make six figures if I want to be, in that type of profession, whatever that means. I don't know what that means, but
you can literally make six figures with your podcast while you doing it a couple of days out of the week.
yeah,
You just have to find a way to market it
yes,
to the people, and it's gonna happen.
it's all there. You just have to be able to do it up here.
Exactly. And then, but sometimes we put ourselves down. And it's like, fuck, I can't do this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not this person. I'm not Joe Rogan. I'm not this guy. I'm not this successful, pioneer in the insurance world. Like, I'll tell you this right now. Me being on this conference that I just went, and I've been to a few in the past, but I was looking for something, in this event that I went to tell me what I needed to hear something, right?
Yeah.
And that's what they told us in our office. They told us, well, go to this event, listen to what you need to hear, and that's going to be your message, okay? And there's a gentleman that he was a broker in the company, and he's losing his vision, okay?
Oof.
And
Fuck.
And so,
That's a fucking life experience.
right?
That-
Losing your
that
vision, and
sucks,
he's
dude.
in his, I think he's like in his late 40s, early 50s, and but he said, don't let your circumstances that you're going through right now preventing you to become the person that you need to become. So by him losing his vision and coming back and going back and forth, he says, don't let that stop you from becoming the person you need to become.
See, that kind of a message from a guy going through that much shit, I'm like, what does he got does he have to wheel around his balls? Is that how fucking big they are? Because I feel like a pussy now.
I literally, after I saw him,
God damn.
I saw him on Wednesday on the stage. Thursday, after we finished around Thursday at 2:00, and me and one of my buddies went to go look for something to go eat. And then I saw him. I was like, all right, dude, I'll be back. And I went to go talk to him. And this dude had multiple businesses. He had and he's making six figures in all of his businesses. I think he had 4 or 5 businesses, and they're making six figures. But he sold all that to come into the insurance world with our company, and he's making six figures with us. But he said, like, yeah, man, I don't know if I'll be able to see you tomorrow. You know, like I can go to sleep and wake up at night.
What a wild thought, dude.
Yeah, and he was big ass tall dude. I think he looked like a freaking football player, and you could see his freaking tears coming down. You know, I'm like, and I was like, shit, man. I'm like,
But he's come to terms with it. You
yeah.
know? He's like, all we got to do now is just move forward from that.
But he said, literally, I sold all my businesses so I can come work with this company because of the people I'm surrounding myself with. They're pushing me to become better. And I was like, damn, man. Like, and to hear and he's like, and he told me, dude, whatever you're going through, don't let that stop you from becoming the person you need to become.
Dude, when you get that energy from others and the people you surround yourself with, dude, that energy is like it's something different, dude. It's not of this world. And and it's the most uplifting thing that you can experience. You know, just having that to fucking pull you forward, dude. And one of the things that this is like I strongman myself on this fucking often, dude. But I'm like, in my head, if there ever comes a day where I'm told that I can't walk again or I'm going to be in this wheelchair for the rest of my life, like in my head, automatically I'm like, I'll figure it out. Like I'm mentally strong enough. But then I'm like, are you fucking really? Like, look at the fucking stories that people that have actually gone through that have had to deal with. Are you fucking like really ready for that mentally? So
you speaking of that, not walking. So we had another speaker at a company. His name is Anthony Robes. He was like a 3-time, 4-time NCAA top wrestler. Mm-hmm. He's actually from Mesa. He went to ASU.
Well, hell yeah!
Like one of the best. He has a movie on Amazon called Impossible or something like that.
He does?
Yeah.
Dope.
It's
I'm gonna have to check that out.
But he has one leg, born with one leg, right? And he's in the top fucking wrestlers in the plant on the country. Mm-hmm. He's taking out dudes left and right, man. I think his record was like, I don't know, it was something like 63. I can't remember the name, but he had no losses his last year as a senior.
Dude.
No losses, one leg. But you see that movie, all the shit that he went through, his stepdad being like a dick and abusing his mother, abusing him, calling him like, you know, you're not my son, but your brothers are my sons, mm-hmm. and so just be happy that you have somebody, you know, hearing that shit as a kid. But this guy was like, he didn't stop. Like he worked full time. He didn't get a full ride at ASU until like later on.
He had to work for it.
He had to work for it, man. But one leg, bro. One leg. Like,
and there is something too, dude. This is something else I've come to learn pretty recently. There's something to people that have had to face adversity on a certain level, whether that be early on in their life or, you know, their teenage years, or a guy born with one leg. You know, there's something to people that have faced these challenges and overcome them that are built differently, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And they understand like survival on a different fucking level, and that makes these people, like, those are the people that are strong. Those are the people that are going to hold you up.
Oh yeah.
It's people that have never faced that choose not to face challenges in their life. In my opinion, I don't want to use the word weak, but you know what I mean? The people that decide to not have that discipline for themselves, that give up, they lay down, they don't want to fucking have challenges, they want the easy road the whole way through. It's the people like that, dude. He probably has accomplished more in his life with one leg than I've ever even dreamt of.
Oh yeah, now he's a motivational speaker throughout the country and stuff like that.
And he fucking uses his voice, dude. Yeah. Incredible.
And then he still coaches Mesa, like a Mesa High School.
And he's a coach?
Yeah, he's a coach, yeah. Now he became a coach. You know, so...
Hell yeah. That's a success story.
Oh yeah, dude. Man. That's freaking badass. You know, like, you know, there's another guy that spoke. He's actually a broker in that company too. 8 years ago, he was picking grapes. He had cancer. He had leukemia or something like that with blood. Now he has like one of the biggest successful teams in our company, making multiple six figures. 8 years ago, didn't know Spanish. I mean English. Didn't know no English. He was working in the fields picking grapes. Now he's making six figures. Has a freaking massive team where they're like everybody loves him. You know.
Wow.
And he was like the MVP of like pretty much every category in the company for the last 6 months. And this guy is like, his story is just amazing, you know. And like, he literally went from having a team of like, you know, let's say a big team, like let's say 100 people, mm-hmm. losing everybody, about to quit the business, and he moved to a different city in California, and we recruited a couple. That couple decided to go run with him and become part of the business, and then it just exploded, man.
So it took some of the right people,
It
two
literally-
people to have faith in him.
Yeah, it literally took him losing everything and almost dying too from cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Even while he lost everybody, he was dealing with cancer. So imagine
Jesus Christ, man.
you putting belief into people, and then boom, I don't know where they're gone because they don't want to do the business no more. And now you're moving to another city, starting a whole another world, another life. You recruit somebody for the business, and they bring back life into you. Now cancer's gone, family's doing good, making really good money, helping people make the money too. And now boom, he's freaking doing amazing, you know. So hearing stories like that and just like, and then I'm thinking like, what the fuck, like what? Why I keep on putting myself down? You know, I can do the same.
Yeah.
You know, like what do I need to, like, do I need to fucking, you know, fight a bear to fucking get that fucking inspiration out? You know?
Looking at yourself in the mirror and telling yourself that you can is like, I mean, dude, that's the fucking root of what I'm doing here.
Yeah,
Like, it's,
I've literally had
you're-
multiple people tell me, Jose, you can do the same.
yeah, you're the only person you're battling, and like that's the hardest motherfucker to overcome is yourself, dude.
Yeah, you know what?
What kind of shit is that?
I remember one time I was doing a workout, but I was by myself. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning at the gym. And the gym I go to, I have a key fob. I can go in and whenever I want. And this fucking voice comes on, man. I can't remember who it was. Like a dark voice, you know. And it said, like, the only person you're fighting is yourself. Look it in that mirror, and you have to kill that person. I was like, shit.
That's the only war you're fighting, dude. It's crazy to think about because when somebody's talking shit to you, you can shut it down. Right?
Oh, I'm
all day. But when
mean-
you're talking shit to yourself, you're like, that's what defeats you, dude. And that's what does it the quickest. And that's the motherfucker of it, dude.
that is the one that you have to defeat. You
Yep.
know, like I can zone out everybody, man. Like I'm good at it because I was a caregiver for 9 years, so I learned how to zone out the annoying people. I hate to say it, but I had some really annoying clients in the past. But
You've dealt with some situations.
yeah, I had some, you know, and that made me better too as a human. But
For sure, dude.
but that little inner voice that tells you, don't go to the gym, stay home. It's too cold outside, you know. And then I realized when I was at my peak physique, I didn't care if it was -2 outside. I didn't care if it's 120 degrees out there. I'm putting that sweater. I'm gonna go walk. I'm going for a walk. Putting my 40-pound weight vest. I'm gonna go walk a mile and come back.
Dude, how fucking crazy is that? I did the same thing. I spent some time in Iowa where it was like negative fucking degrees half the time. And I find some of my equipment, because I bought equipment while I was out there so I could go running, even in the fucking winter at night.
Bro, I used to do Camelback Mountain every Saturday at 3:30 in the morning with the 40-pound weight vest. Started at the 64th Street,
Insane, dude.
from the bottom to the top, and I stayed at the top until the sun comes up to see the sunrise.
Well, that's
I
incredible.
did that shit for a year.
It's like, where did it go? Like, why did it shut off, you know?
I literally thought, oh, fuck, I'm gonna die up here, man. I'm climbing Camelback Mountain and shit. I'm over here fucking being, what's his name? Arnold, Sylvester Stallone in that one movie, rock crawler. And I was like, man, what happened? Like, that guy is still in there.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like, if it's like a freaking movie in my head, you know, like you're trying to save that guy, you know, and then boom, something happens, and another thing happens, and you're getting closer to him. You're about to unlock that door, and then fucking another monster comes out and just fucking knocks you out of your feet. You know,
One more demon to fight.
One more demon comes out, and it's like shit. You know, but no. So you're getting ammunition. You're learning. You're reading a book. You're listening to this podcast. You're listening to this video. You're talking to this new person. You're talking to a new person that has gone through something more difficult that you're going through. You know, like. So it's one of those things. It's like shit, you know. Like, but like I said, like it's also made me super mentally tough, and that I know I can do it. And I already told myself this year is gonna be the year that this year for sure I'm gonna lose 100 pounds. Like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, and by me doing that, it's gonna knock down a lot of those walls that I need to get to the ultimate version of Jose that that I know that it exists in another universe or whatever, another multiverse, that it exists, that is that successful Jose that, you know, is not just helping himself, but he's helping other people, you know, with their careers or helping them make money or helping them get further in life.
Yeah.
You know, without even asking anything. Like, you know, if I can help you, I've told you multiple times, if I can help you with your podcast, with anything,
Yeah.
I don't mind helping you.
You say you always tell me, fucking reach out, dude.
Yeah, reach out.
Ask the question.
You know, I've told that to many people. You know, freaking Robert, our mutual friend Robert Hagler, I've told him plenty of times. I helped him out a bunch of times with different things, and I never asked for anything back. You know, people from all walks of life I've helped out, but I never asked for anything. But as you know, that's where I know that Jose that I'm gonna be, and that it's out there. That is, my door's wide open for anybody. You know. And that's why I want to do that. I want to start that podcast, similar to you, kind of talking to people.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. Like, I'm sorry, I interrupted.
No, you're good.
Tell me more about that. Because
My brain's just kind of been going everywhere because, like I said, I do a lot of networking. I meet a lot of people, and you know, by me just having something small at an office in Midtown Phoenix, talking to people about, tell me about yourself. What do you do? You know. Who is this person? You know, what brought you to this, you know, country, or what made you who you are? You know, there's a lot of amazing people out there,
dude.
Super amazing people.
That's
out
what
there.
we were saying before this, dude. Everybody's story is so uniquely incredible.
Yeah.
And when you give them a chance to really open up about it, dude, they all have something beautiful to offer.
Yeah.
You know, everybody has that energy in there, dude. You just got to give them the chance to let it out.
Yeah, and I wanna. You know, interview anybody, man. Like, if I don't care if you're a musician, I don't care you're, you know, person that installs tile, you know, or somebody that's a freaking millionaire, you know. But I want to give people stories out there. I feel like there's so many stuff out there that we can learn from each other, you know, and help each other out.
This is what I've come to truly believe in, dude. Is that what I'm gonna call the ministry of connection. I feel so strongly, like I speak a lot about the energy that everybody has to offer. I don't know, man, like humans have so much more to offer each other than what we give credit to. That connection is a real thing.
We're tribal. We're meant to be in tribes. We're to help each other out.
The shit that we're surrounded by is all very distracting, and I understand that most of it's nice and it's convenient and things like that, but dude, the connection that we can offer each other, given a little bit of self-discipline, is more incredible and uplifting because having found a few points of very, very strong energy and connection in my life personally, dude, like, not only has my focus incredibly increased on the things that I actually need to be caring about, and I'm going to say it, dude, like, half the focus has gone away from money. Because that, you know, everybody stresses about money and paying bills and shit like that. But finding a better connected path has taken my focus off the money and just being overall who I need to be. Mm-hmm. Because that path is more important than stuff. It's more important than if I can change somebody's life because my energy was uplifting enough to give them a little bit of hope. I will take that over, you know.
Oh yeah, man. When I lost 150 pounds, I got messages from people that were following me on social media. Mm-hmm. They're like, I got a message. I remember this one guy. He was out there in Mesa, and he's like, "Dude, I've been watching your story, man, and by you posting all your little stuff, your little issues, whatever,
it's inspiring.
It's inspiring me to hit it. You know, to go to the gym a little bit more. You know, I inspire some other people to lose 100 pounds. You know, and beat their depression and stuff like that. And it's like, damn, like, you know, you're in your whole little world, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, people are watching you, you know, doing all this stuff, you know. And it's like it's badass. It's a great feeling, man.
It's
like,
an amazing feeling, man.
It's an amazing feeling when they're like, dude, thank you for doing what you're doing, you know. And it's like shit, like
it's really like it's empowering, man. It's really uplifting to hear that something that you find so minuscule can be a life changer to somebody else. Like, that's a crazy scale to think about. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like I know, like in my office and where I work at, it's my brokers are always telling us, let me help you get to your goals.
Mm-hmm.
By me helping you get to your goals, it's also gonna help me get to my goals. You know,
Yes.
it's a push pulled game.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, of course, it involves you helping families, protecting them with, of course, with life insurance and stuff. But also, you know, as an agents, we're making money also. So by us talking to people and showing people there's opportunities to make money, protecting themselves, you know, and then your broker helping you to get to your goals. You know, you're pushing you becoming better as a human being, also and as an agent, and then they're getting better also as a leader, as a mentor, and also getting to their goals. You know, so being around stuff like that, it's a big thing, man.
I've said it in the past, dude, and I'll say it a million times over. But I think you arguably have one of the fucking hardest jobs, probably, to balance on this planet, dude.
It's
I really honestly don't, and I think about it often because you and I have become increasingly closer as the time goes on. I don't know how the fuck you have to put money with, like, covering somebody's life. You know, that's a real hard conversation to
It's
have.
hard, man, and I'll tell you this right now. When the stuff that my family's going through right now, my grandfather passed away last week. Okay, last Tuesday. His funeral is gonna cost $35,000.
Fuck, dude, that's another thing.
Okay,
That's a whole nother conversation.
$35,000. Okay, and when I first got licensed a couple of years ago, I did tell my mom, "Hey, mom, let's put something on my grandpa, something that, you know, maybe you pay another $150 or $200 because he's older. He was 82 when he passed away.
Right.
But get him something." My mom said no. You know, like, he's okay. He's okay. I was like, well, he's getting older, and I know how he drinks. He was diabetic. And never took care of himself. So fast forward to today. You know, of course, he passed away from, of course, his body just shut down, man.
Right.
And then also my grandma, 2 years ago, she had a stroke. You know, so now that's going to be another thing in the future where, fuck, it's going to be probably another $35K to when she does pass away. You know, so it's a difficult job being a life insurance agent, but also it's an amazing job because you walk away from a family of 4 and they have protection for the next 20 years in case something happens. You know, I just insured a friend in Northern California. She's a friend that I went to elementary school with her brother. And I know, of course, I began to know her and all the family. Sure. So she's a mother of 3, married. You know, insure them for $500,000 each. You know, so if something happens to them, any of them, you know, they get $500,000.
There's a little bit of help there.
There's some help there, right? So, but also to talk to people and help them, make them realize is that it's not just another bill. It's that $20, $30. Like, I mean, they're paying $500,000. They're gonna be paying. She's gonna be paying $60 a month because she's gonna be adding her kids to the policy. Her husband's gonna be paying like $47 for $500,000 for the next 20 years. You know, as a term policy. So, you know, yeah, $47. What do we spend $47 on? We go to the store, or you go to the bar. You know,
Yeah.
Or you go out to eat. You spend $100. You know. Fucking, I spend on Uber yesterday like freaking $30 because, you know, one way and then the $15 and then another way another 30. So it was like $40-$50 on Uber, you know. So, and I've had people tell me, oh, I don't want to pay $20 for insurance. It's just too much. I want to spend it on something else. And you do hear their stories where they deny that policy. And a week later, they pass away. And it's not like a bad juju or anything like that. It's just...
No, but it's just...
And then as us as an agent, you're like...
I was going to say, I bet you feel some type of way.
It's happened to my broker a few times, you know? Like, I remember he told us a story where this couple wanted to cancel their policies. And the couple, the wife didn't cancel the policy. He did, but never told the wife. And like 2 months later, the husband was going to work and had a heart attack and he died. And of course, the wife called my broker and asked, "Hey, you know, so my husband passed away. Does he has his insurance active?" And he's like, "No, he doesn't. He decided to cancel it a month ago." And I was like, so my broker. I mean, he's been in the business 20 years, so he's a little bit more like what's called. His emotions a little bit more made out of steel, but it still messes with you because you were there with that person, right?
Yeah.
So But yeah, it's a difficult job. But you know what? I've learned so much about people and learning about people, and it's helping also too in my communication skills to talk to people. Like I can literally, like, because I mean, of course, we do talk to people, business people. We also if somebody wants to make extra money, we can recruit people to become an agent too. But you learn those. Everybody's dealing with so much shit right now, man. People want to make extra money. People want to, want to make sure they're good and stuff like that, But
The world's in a wild place right now too.
it's crazy out there right now.
Shit's fucking different.
So, but like I said, like I've met some really amazing people, and that's one of the reasons why, like I've still stuck with it. But now it's also too, as me as an agent, I really have to take it to the next level for me to be more successful, and reach out to more people, to not just to, protect them, but also right now everybody wants to make some money, right?
Sure. I mean, everybody wants to make an extra couple bucks.
Yeah, so, and that's how me just, want to recruit people. It's like that. But if I can give you an opportunity to put you in front of a person that makes six figures, let's say I'm not making six figures, but I can put you in front of somebody that makes six figures that can help you reach your goals. Let's say you want to make an extra $2,000 a month. I can put you in front of somebody that will teach you how to do that. I can teach you how to do that. That's really easy. I've made $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 without even trying, But it's also too, you're gonna put a little bit of effort in it too, But
yeah, it's not just fucking free money.
Yeah, it's not.
Nothing is.
But also too, like listen, we give people opportunities that maybe they're not happy with their job. A lot of people are not happy with their job.
True. Different outlook on things.
But if I can give you an opportunity, get yourself licensed, and make a couple extra $100 here and there, why not?
I've wanted to ask you, over the course that I've gotten to know you a little bit, do you ever question? So let me preface things a little bit different. We'll say like 3 out of 5 life insurance agents are looked at as like salesmen, right? That's the typical reputation.
Yeah,
is the money over everything else. Unfortunate reputation.
Yeah, it's yeah.
So, do you ever? I know out of all the life insurance agents that I've talked to, and I've had a handful in my life, you're different. You offer something different than most do. Your energy is in front of you for sure. And I don't know if you've ever heard anybody else speak about like your true intention, but your true intention shows. And your heart is definitely out in front of any fucking sales position. And I can feel that. I can hear that when I talk to you, and I know that by talking to you. Your intentions are pure.
That comes from our leaders,
But I think that separates you. You personally.
Yeah, you know what? Not to blow my own horn, but
Toot motherfucker.
I used to work right here at Midway Chevrolet.
Well, I'm sorry.
Van Tile dealership, right?
Yeah, that's bad.
They were monsters, man.
I know. I've worked there too.
I quit there because I wasn't gonna force people to sign $1,000 payment on a single cab Silverado V6.
It's a manipulative place, dude.
Yeah, and then I go somewhere else. I went to a Dodge dealership out there in Scottsdale. It's not there no more, but they were telling me to do the same thing.
Nope.
And people that were just wanted a car to go to work, I would literally tell them, "Don't get out of here. Go to Toyota, go to Honda, get yourself a small little car, $200, $300 payments.
See, that's
do that.
and that's what I'm talking about.
And
Your intentions are true and pure comparatively.
So it's.
You're fighting an uphill battle. You know that, right?
Oh, I know. I am.
You're in a league of your own, and I hope you know that, dude. Because I don't get any fucking like. I don't. There's no like sideways emotions that I get from you, like any ill will, so to speak.
Yeah.
You can tell when somebody's
Oh,
bullshit.
yeah.
You can see right through the bullshit.
Yeah.
And I for sure definitely feel like
I've driven to, what was it, Eloy, Arizona City, one of those little towns way out there by Casas. Sold a $10 policy for a 19-year-old kid that just wanted $100,000 for life insurance because he worked in the fields. And he just wanted to make sure if something happens, his family can pay off his funeral. And I told him, and a lot of agents wouldn't do that to go out there for that, But I did, He's actually a Mustang guy. He followed me because of, the Mustangs and all that stuff like that. So I went out there. This was like, he's been, I think, like a 3-year-old client of mine. And I went out there and he got insurance approval. He pays, I think, like $15 or something like that for $100,000. Young kid. And then he messaged me like a year later. I was like, hey, man, I want to insure. My mom wants insurance. I was like, okay, cool. She lives out there in Eloy, or Arizona City. So I go out to Arizona City, go out there, and, of course, insure the mom. And then a couple months later, the mom messages me. It's like, hey, Jose, my sister-in-law is looking for insurance for her parents. I was like, oh, okay.
Beautiful.
You know, she lived in Eloy. Go into Eloy, help them out and stuff like that. But one of the things that I learned from my of course, me having a conscience too, but my leaders is what's it called? I forgot the name. The saying there says mission before the commission. Is
Dope. I love that, dude.
so I'm not gonna sell you
Right.
a $500 policy that I can make really good money. That can make my whole month if if I was that type of guy, right?
Yeah.
Those policies are out there, and there's people out there that do pay $500 because that's a specific type of policy that they want,
Sure.
and then it's what works for them, right? If you can only afford $20 a month, I'm gonna find you that policy that can fit in your budget, because I don't want you to not be able to afford it down the road, and now you're screwed because you don't have an insurance policy.
Right. We're
Yeah,
trying to protect you, not bury you.
yeah, exactly. So your situation might change in a year or two. You might say, Jose, I got a better job.
Baby steps, dude.
Let me get a little bit more insurance, or let me see if I can up it up.
See, dude, that level, dude, don't fucking stop pushing, because that level of compassion for the right reasons is gonna change the world if you let it take you there, dude.
Yeah,
And-
I feel like that too, man.
You're a rare fucking breed in what you're trying to accomplish, dude. But it's a real thing. You know that?
Thank you, man. Thank you.
No. Thank you for being that. Don't fucking let go of that.
Oh, no,
And
no.
don't let anybody fucking control you. Don't let the fucking money control you.
Oh no.
Because you're right in what you're trying to do. And even like an asshole, I've already turned you down. You know?
No.
I haven't forgot about that.
No, no.
And but your intentions being pure, dude, are like, that's something you need to hold on to.
Thank you, man.
And I hope one day, fucking one day, I'm going to your fucking podcast and we're gonna be networking that
Oh
way,
yeah.
dude.
I tell you this, you're gonna be the first one in my podcast, man.
We're gonna 'Cause grow, and we're gonna watch each other fucking grow.
Let's
Put that
do it.
shit out there, dude, and fucking build that.
Let's do it, man. Like I said, there's enough money out there for everybody.
100%.
Enough for everybody, man.
Everybody can win.
Anybody can win,
Yeah.
man. Like we hear it in the insurance world too. There's enough for everybody. There's 4 million people here in Phoenix, whatever, and 7 million people in the entire state.
Yeah.
There's enough for everybody.
Everybody's gonna eat, dog.
Yeah, everybody's gonna eat, you know.
Yep.
So, and that's one of the things why I love Joe Rogan so much, because all his friends, he's shared his wealth with, and not just like not him giving him money, but he puts them in the right spots.
Oh, he 100% puts him in the right spot, dude.
Like-
That's why he does half his podcast are all new and upcoming comics.
Yeah, exactly.
And he puts them in a position where he's like, here, have a stage.
Yeah.
And not only that, but his fucking club, dude. See, I want to
go check that club out, man.
I do too, but-
I want to go see. I know he's really controversial. Kill Tony.
Hey,
I see his stuff online. I know what type of person he is.
that's all right. It's all comedy.
Yeah, it's all comedy.
It's all comedy, man.
But if you hear some of the like, Mexican comedians, they're worse than the American ones, man. they just say some shit that it's like, damn. But that's what I want to be at, man. Where I can, if I have a friend that's starting a new business, I'll say, hey, bro, get him on. Let's go on my podcast. And we'll do an interview.
Yeah.
Put you out there.
Yeah.
If one person hears it, cool, man.
Yeah.
You got to know one person that knows what you do.
See, it's so incredible to want to have a voice and not to have the power, but to have the ability
Yeah.
to fucking help in every direction you can. And you're right. I'm glad that Joe transformed over the years into the person that he's become.
Yeah.
Because that's all he wants now. He wants to take a good thing and make it 40 times better.
Yeah, he has all the fucking money in the world, and he's like, cool, dude. Hey, let's go on my podcast.
Yep. He doesn't want to risk anything, but he just wants to help make better.
Exactly.
And I love it, dude.
And that's one of the reasons why, like, I'm still sticking with the insurance, because I can make the money where I can maybe open up a studio or something like that. Like I'm thinking like next time I buy another house, I might have an extra room there where that's going to be the podcast room, or build something in the back of the house, have something like that for a podcast. No matter what, I'm gonna have a podcast,
Dude, can you fucking imagine one day you being up on stage at one of those seminars, being able to produce the way that you convey life insurance and how important it is, has nothing to do with the money. Your speech is not going to have anything to do with money.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, it's
But
not.
the true importance of what life insurance covers and how grateful people are to have it, your message is going to be one off, dude.
I already told myself I am in the conventions that we have for our conference. Yeah. We had about 2,000 agents this conference. It wasn't a big one. The team that I'm part of, it's about 5,000 agents, but they split it in half because we got so big. One of the other agencies got really big, so they had to tell them, hey, you need to split up. But I told myself I'm gonna speak in front of one of those stages.
One of those days, dude.
I'm gonna be up there, and I told myself I have a very I'm not the fastest to become successful in the business. It took me some time to learn a little bit how to work the business because I'm not that type of person that I'm gonna read a book and I'm like, okay, I'm reading I'd rather see you do it.
It's not how I retain either, dude.
Mm-hmm. I'd rather see you like interviewing a person about insurance, see it multiple times, and then I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm that type of person, right? Oh. So I'm gonna speak up there. I'm gonna use my platform to not just help my family, but also help my friends and people around me. But like I said, if I'm in a place where I can make $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, the money's unlimited, right?
Yeah.
I've met the millionaires in the company, and the money hasn't changed them. Yeah, they live a little bit different lifestyle than you do, right? But their message is still the same: is to help their people.
That's the most important part.
To get to the next level.
Yeah. That's the most important
and
part.
That's the only way that we're gonna be successful. If I can help you get to the next level, if I can help Shane go to the next level, I can help so many people go to the next level. Yep. It's that pull push, thing, where it's let's go out there and get it.
Well, and that's the nice thing, dude. Is once you start fucking pushing in the direction that you're supposed to go, that path is going to be easier and easier to follow, and things are going to fall where they need to fall.
Yeah.
Your opportunities will be placed where they need to be placed. You know what I'm saying? And it's all fucking organic and it's beautiful.
You never know who's hearing your message.
You don't.
Where that person can say, you know what, damn. I mean, let's say that person's a freaking multimillionaire or mid-billionaire, and by you talking the way you talk and being the person that you are, you just impacted that person's life where he's never had somebody like that, but he wants to come meet you. I've heard stories like that.
8 billion people on this planet, dude.
Yeah.
The point of impact is so substantial. The possibilities are fucking endless, dude.
Oh man.
And it's so easy because all we have to do is keep doing what we're doing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the easy fucking part. All I have to do is keep talking to people that I love talking to.
Man.
All you have to do is keep your good heart and keep pushing along, dude. It's simple. Show up every day.
Exactly. Show up every day. Be a little bit better every day.
Cheers. Well, kind of cheers. Monster cheers.
But it's one of those things. When I was in Reno, I messaged a friend of mine because it was his birthday, and I didn't know he had a shop. He lives out there in Fountain. Was it Fountain Hills? The one where they have that big ass.
The fountain?
Yeah,
Fountain Hills.
Right?
Yeah.
He lives out there, and I've known him for years. He was part of my car club. Had a badass Fox body, man. Like just roar, man. Just like I love Fox bodies. But he has this restoration shop out there, and I'm looking through these pictures, and I was like, oh shit, man. He has like some really like hot rod. He has like a '67 Mustang with the Coyote engine in it, like all mini tub and all this stuff, and he's building all kinds of crazy stuff. And like, dude, when the hell did you get a shop? And I guess it's one of his friends that he knew, like, it's pretty much he's running it, Shit. And it's like he has like, and I told him, dude, I didn't even ask him about his shop. I just, hey, let's hang out one of these days, let's go have dinner. And he's like, yeah, man, definitely. I want you to come check out my shop. And I was like, oh, sweet. Hell yeah, man. Let's go. But and just see him being successful. Like, I met him a long time ago at a Midas shop. Mm-hmm. And for him now owning his own shop, like, that's pretty badass.
It's incredible,
to hear people being very successful, you know. And, like, I have a really good friend of mine. I met him when we used to street race back in 04, 05.
Allegedly,
the street racing. What was that one video game? The street racing
yeah.
So I met him then when he had a 03 or 02 Mustang GT convertible.
Oof.
And
Let's go.
And it was a nice car, Mm-hmm. And then over time, I met him. Now his kid's like 16 years old. I met his son when he was a baby. Mm-hmm. Now he has a very successful general contracting business. Became a citizen. Just rebuilt a 2001 GT that he had. That was a fully built monster, man. He was making 700 horsepower with the Pro Charger.
Oh, he still got it?
He still has the car, but the engine decided to blow up, and but now that car became a 900 horsepower twin turbo Coyote.
Good God.
Yeah.
That took a
But
turn.
It took a very big turn, and but having to see him being at another level in life where, he's in a really nice community. He has his work trucks. He has a badass 2014 Shelby GT500.
It's nice to see, man.
And I see him. I was like, damn, dude, I'm so fucking happy for you.
Yeah.
Like,
It's so uplifting, man.
oh man, he deserves it because he's a really really nice guy.
Yeah.
And but seeing stuff like that, I'm like, it's like fuck yeah, man. Like he did work really hard for it, But to see people like that, and it's like, everybody can be successful, man. It's just
That's the key, man.
we just gotta keep on hustling and keep on working, and if you need help with anything, just reach out to anybody, somebody that you can trust to say, hey, like, can you help me out with this, or I need to talk to somebody,
Mm-hmm.
As simple as that.
I spent so long fucking just asking people to be involved until I found the right people to be involved, And that's when it was all you have to do is talk. If you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no.
Yeah.
And
That's
yeah.
I told one of the guys I spent. He was a roommate with me over there in Reno. Older gentleman, he's in his mid-50s. Having some issues with his business. He became an agent because he wanted to make some extra money.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, have you talked to the broker about that you need help? You need a little extra help to make some extra money. And he's like, no, I'm scared to. I was like, why are you scared? Don't be scared.
Fuck.
Like, but you being scared to ask for a little bit extra help is preventing you from getting to your goals, and you're gonna end up losing your business because your business is not making the money it is to make.
Mm-hmm.
But if you start doing this, but other business a little bit more, it's gonna bring you that income to survive, to help save the other one.
That could be the next step.
Yeah, and I told him, don't be scared. Go talk to him. Yes, our broker is dealing with hundreds and hundreds of things that in his life, but he's gonna stop what he's doing to help his agents out. So don't be afraid to ask for help.
And again, dude, the answer is always no until you ask.
Exactly.
And that's you have to let go of your pride sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll firsthand admit that.
Yeah.
But if that's the doorway to the next step, then you got to fucking suck it up.
I've had so many people tell me the same thing. It's like, dude, reach out.
Yeah.
So I told him, like, dude, when you get back into town tomorrow we have our training, and it's like after the training, go talk to him, tell him, hey, I need help. Can you help me? And that's all.
That's it, baby.
So go from there and then help each other out and stuff like that. But like I said, it comes down to business, to making money and all that. We just gotta help each other out, man. And I might know something that you might know. Somebody else might know something that
Dude,
you
a
don't
blip of knowledge could change your whole trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I heard this podcast, here, check it out. You might get some good knowledge of this, but yeah, man, it's all comes down to helping each other out,
I love that. That's the most important message in my eyes, and that's why I preach so much about, how connected we really are. And dude, as long as we all just take a second, I thought for the longest time like listening to respond was the way to be. And then I stopped listening to respond, and I started listening to understand.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when I started to try and understand and hear people's stories and their outlook and how they perceive things, every fucking day of my life, dude, when I talk to somebody and I let them talk so I can understand, I get a new perspective on how they feel the way they feel because of something that happened to them.
Yeah.
Everybody's path is different, and their knowledge is like mind-blowing to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the stuff that takes you to the next level is everybody else's knowledge and what they're willing to offer.
Oh yeah, man.
And it's incredible, dude. And that's why one of like I said, I'll say it time and time again, it's one of the reasons I love talking to you, dude. You have this inspiring amount of knowledge, and you're just willing to fucking share everything with the world, and I love it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I've learned from so many people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have friends that are Muslims, I have friends that are Christians, I have friends that are from all walks of life, and I've learned from everybody, man. I've one of my old employees when I was a caregiver, he was a Buddhist, I learned from him how to meditate. I've learned, fasting for my Muslim friends.
Mm-hmm.
I
Look at that. You
learned-
took little walks of every piece of life.
Everybody, and of course, and Christians have really good things about them. I've really friends, and then I've met some Christians who are like, oh shit, like these dudes are fucking crazy.
Oh
like,
shit!
and I also met some Catholics too. Like back and forth. Everybody has their bad apples, right?
I was gonna say, dude, one bad apple does not define the batch.
Exactly.
And that's what you have to remember.
But I remember talking to this one lady. She was a Christian, and she never really met Muslims, right? And I was in a room where there was people from all different races, and and it was right there at our office. This lady's like, "Oh, why is he here?" It's like, what do you mean? Why is he here?
That's rough.
It's like, he's here. He's a good person, And then she started like making fun of him, because of it's like, and I told her, it's like, you're a Christian, right? But you're making fun of him because you don't understand his culture and the way he is. I bet you if you needed help with anything, he would help you right now. But you just because you judge him because he's probably a different color and he doesn't speak your language, you're judging him right away. I can switch it on you right now and says, why are you here? You don't speak English. Go back. I literally told her like that, and I think that's why she doesn't go back to the office. But, but it's like we don't want those type of people.
You can't disregard somebody's kind nature because you believe what you want to believe.
Exactly,
it's not how that works,
yeah.
man.
So it's one of those things is that like I've learned I don't know if you've ever seen that meme on social media. It says I have friends that are felons, and I have friends that are millionaires. I have friends that have no degree. I have friends that have all the degrees in the world. And I have friends that are not business owners, but I have friends that are business owners. But you learn from everybody, and you learn from everybody something. You learn something from everybody.
100%, dude.
Like I have a friend of mine. She's a designer of dresses and shit like that. And then I have another friend. He's done a few clips of movies and stuff like that in Hollywood and like little scenes and stuff like that. And so. Everybody has gone through their struggle, right, and then just different things and stuff. But yeah, man, like I've loved meeting people. Like I've met so many amazing people. That's one of the reasons why, like I said, it's like I want to do a podcast and just give somebody the voice to maybe, if they have a business or they just want to talk, even if it's just like us right now just talking. Somebody's gonna probably go through some shit, And they might say, oh, let's see what these guys are talking about. And by our conversation, maybe they reach out. My social media is always open for anybody that wants to talk to me.
Yeah.
I literally have conversations with strangers where they're like I've become friends with people on social media just because we connect in a certain way, Maybe it could be a political view or a religious view or just, something funny that we saw, we connected that way.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I have so many people from Facebook that I met because of freaking cars. Some of my clients that I have right now from insurance is because that person had a Mustang. I had a Mustang. We became friends, and 5 or 10 years later, we finally meet, and he buys insurance for me.
It's funny how that works.
It's crazy. I went to his house, man, and we had mutual friends and everything. He had a sick ass 03 Cobra. But we never met in person, but we knew people, and we met through Facebook. And then he messaged me, he's like, "Hey, dude, I'm looking for insurance, and can you come to my house?" I was like, "Sure. Where do you live at?" He's like, "Oh, I live on Waddell, 300 something Avenue." And I was like, "Oh fuck." I was like, "Okay."
Guess I'll be over. No.
I go to his house, and like, there's no lights out there, man. There's like, it's
all dark.
And I was like, "Oh shit." But I went out there, met his wife, and I got him shirt and everything, But it's like, oh yeah, we met because Facebook and we like cars, So, but
it's just that simple.
It's that simple, man.
All you gotta do is be a little bit open-minded.
I am very open-minded to talk to anybody.
I know you are. It's fucking awesome.
I've met people that are trans that I'm not. I mean, it's not cool. That's their thing, right?
Yeah.
But I always tell people, I'll talk to you, but don't try to put your values and trying to push your stuff down the throat, down my throat, because you want me to think the same way as you. I was like, no, you can do your thing, man. That's why I always tell people, and it's all this stuff with the political views and stuff like that. I have my opinions. You have your opinions. I'm still gonna respect you. If you need help, I'm gonna help you. Maybe because I have a different, mentality, different opinions. But I'm not gonna not say if you need help, I'm not gonna help you. You
Right,
know, like
right.
I'm still gonna help you out. But you know, some people from other parties where you have a different mentality, they're like, oh, you're the devil. You know, I'm not gonna help you. You know, or I don't want to talk to you. Get away from me. You know.
Yeah.
You know, like I see this for me every time I go to the store, I see a woman walking by herself. If I'm in the parking lot and she's in the parking lot, I make sure she gets in her car.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because you never there's a lot of psychopaths out there. You know, and I want somebody to do the same thing for my mom, for my son's mother. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Having good intentions throughout your day to
intentions.
day. You know,
But-
having the right intentions.
yeah, and if somebody like
It's so important.
somebody in a freaking wheelchair is trying to get something from the top. You know,
Yeah.
you get it from the top and you take it for yourself and you walk away. And I just
Oh, thanks. That's a good idea. No. Shit.
you give that person her cereal. You know.
That's great.
But having the good intentions, you know, be a good human. You know, of course, you know, right now in this time and period, you know, age, whatever, you know, time that we're going through right now, you know, there's a lot of crazy shit happening, you know, but you know, just have fun, be a good human, laugh a little bit here and there, and you know, let's help each other out, and let's you know, be better, you know.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect note to end this on. That's what I'm trying so very hard to get my voice as big as I can to promote that exact thing.
Yeah.
Is just be together in all this. The world's a huge mess right now. You know, the best thing we could do is come together.
Yeah.
You know, unite. There's power in numbers. You know, we're all in this shit together, and just try to be a better person than you were yesterday.
Exactly.
You know,
man.
that's all I want for myself.
Yeah, and then
So-
just talk to more people, man. And like I said, put it on social media. Although I see your truck, you have all the different platforms on the
On the blue truck?
the blue truck,
Yeah. It's still up on, you know, Spotify, Apple Music,
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
YouTube. I was like, what's the other one? But yeah, no, I appreciate you coming in again, man.
Anytime, man. Like I told you, like you let me know what
Well,
you
now,
need help with.
now I'm looking forward to the next episode because now we got more shit to talk about.
Oh yeah, man.
I want progress, dog.
Yeah, well, let's do it once a month. Like, you know,
Let's do it, dude.
like I know. Well, I'm gonna be leaving. The first 3 days of the month, you know, I'm gonna be out there with the funeral, you know. So once I get back, I'm gonna hit the gym fucking hard.
We'll stay in contact.
Stay in contact, and
Yeah, we'll get it figured out, dog.
But yeah, definitely, man. Let's do it once a month. You know, I don't mind. We're gonna come out here.
Fuck
and
it,
just,
let's go.
Do it, and
I love it.
let's get this. Let's get this going, man.
I love what you're bringing here, especially on a Friday because now it's time to party. Oh, but I appreciate you, dog.
Nah, no problem, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
man.
of course. And our new producer, Shane, thank you. You can, I don't know your process, but we're going to count down. Bye, folks.
See ya.
Look at that countdown. That was dope. I don't know how this fucking room gets so warm even when it's that cold out here.
I thought that was dope. Sit back and just listen, be a fly on the wall, man. That was a great conversation between you guys.
You like it?
Yeah, it really was.
Dude, I love talking to him. He brings it every fucking time. I'm like, God. Oh, God.
I thought he went to sleep.
He's
Oh.